Hello, Springy back. Right, part 8. I'm, excuse me. I am taking the frets out, rather unconventionally. For some reason, these frets won't let me grab them with my nippers that I normally grab them with. So what I'm doing, one-handed is bad. Right, what I'm doing is I'm just getting, where's one? I'm just getting this little screwdriver on the end of the fret, giving it a tap with a hammer, and it's just lifting the end up, and then I can grab it with my fret pullers. So these frets are a lot flatter and a lot wider than I'm used to. For some reason I just can't grab an edge on them. So anyway, I've got everything set up to heat them and everything, but anyway, I'm doing it like this. It doesn't matter about any tear out because it's all going to be, I'm going to put my veneers in and sand it all down. On the subject of veneer, okay, here we go. Right, I'm all set for scalpels, veneer. Wow, shaky cam, fucking hell, excuse my French. I should just stop and start again, but there you go. Right, veneer, a real lovely selection. Bit of purple heart there, bit of something. That is really light, so that's probably going to go in the top to make the markers. And then, yeah, lighting's crap in here, isn't it? Some lovely veneers. Then I'm going to pick something dark. Probably going to be that. Oh, hang on. Oh, can't see a bloody thing. Yeah, one of these will be dark enough for the fretboard. Right, I'm going to put this crap away now and get the rest of the frets out. Okay, all the frets are out. Remembering to leave that one in because that's not a fret, that's actually the nut, 0 fret. I've given it a quick go over with some 120 just to get rid of the worst of the chunky bits. And what I'm doing now is I'm clearing out the fret slots with the back of this craft knife, X-Acto knife, scalpel. I want to make sure all of these all go down a fair chunk so that when I put the light coloured veneer in, it's nice and visible. But my little fret saw, I'll probably use that just to get them all where I want, but it's making the gap a bit wide. The veneer, unless I put 2 pieces of veneer in each slot. That's without the fret saw, that fits in really tight. I'm gonna back bow the neck a bit to open it up for putting the veneers and the glue in, and then when it's all glued in, I'm going to crank it straight, so hopefully it will tighten up those gaps. We'll see. But yeah, I want to get the edge down so there's a nice marker on the top, as if the frets were still in. These are quite shallow. Anyway, I shall carry on with that. Right, all the slots are done. Got them all to the same depth, I think. Any sawdust that I've created, I'm saving so that I can fill in imperfections later. So now I've got to decide what colours I'm using. Of course, I've made it really difficult for myself. If I was just going for filling the frets in whatever colour, it's just one piece in each slot. Just cut a slice and glue it in, and there you go. But of course I want a part slice and a part light bit. Obviously it's gonna be, I thought, well, if I do all the little bits first, but of course the glue will go in the slot then, and then I won't be able to clean out the slot because there's a bit of veneer in it. So I'm gonna have to cut all the veneers first, and then glue, and then put 2 veneers in, and then do it again, or oh, I don't know, something. I'm at this point, I'm quite tempted. Probably wouldn't be enough. I'm quite tempted to just do the whole slots in this purple. Anyway, we'll see. Right, I've cut some little bits. I didn't think if I'd have cut them all off of the edge, I'd have a straight edge on each one, and do the same with the sheet of the dark stuff, and they'd butt together. So what I'm doing is I'm trimming each one, and there's enough room to get 2 in, but I have got a massive back bow that I've put in it to make gap. So I'm not sure whether just put 1 in and let the back bow off, and that will set the neck straight. Decisions. Right, we didn't work with 2. Certain points in the neck, as I got nearer this end, it got too tight, so I've cranked the neck back again. Got 1 in each slot, trying to get them in the right spaces. Right, now I'm going to put the long ones in this end once I've decided what colour I'm doing. Right, I've cut some strips out of some darker veneer. I just grabbed the first dark one. It happened to be the thin long strip, so there you go. I'm going to attempt to get them in now. Right, just a little glimpse. I'm putting some glue on both sides. I'll put some glue in the slot. Of course I'm filming it, so I can't see what I'm doing. I'm just plonking her in. And yeah, I know there's a massive amount of glue, but it don't matter, because when it's all set, I'll cut off all the excess, and this will all be, I'll scrape it and sand it. So I just want it to be a solid joint in each one. So I shall carry on with all them. Then I'm going to take some back bow off of the neck to get it straightish, to squeeze those slots a bit. Right, got my veneers in, and I've just straightened the neck, or maybe slightly over straightened it, just to squeeze these in nice and tight. And I'm just going to get some bit of water, damp cloth, and just wipe off any excess that's gone onto the neck itself, because that'll be a bit of a bugger to get off. So that looks a bit synchronicity too. Right. Oh well, I've had to reset because cranking the neck slightly forward to pinch these in, because it's wet glue, was starting to push them out. So I've had to get gravity on my side, and I've uncranked the neck and left it neutral. It's not bowed back, it's not bowed forward, it's slightly bowed back. It naturally has got a back bow, this one, but there's no tension on it either way. The truss rod is actually just loose at the moment, so I've had to push these all back in. So yeah, that could have been fun. Now all I can do is leave that 24 hours and then deal with the mess. I'm having a bit of fun. God, it looks so yellow in here. It really isn't yellow like that. It doesn't look like that in real life. I'm having a bit of fun with the colour and the oil. This is Danish oil. It's clear. I would like to get it more. I'd like to get this darker, more of a sort of an oak type look. Not being a woodworky type person, okay, I'm all about paints. I did lots and lots of years of spraying cars, and then I went into industrial coating, but nothing to do with wood. So that's my Danish oil, clear finish. It's had 3 or 4 coats of that now, and it's great. It works really well. But I wanted to make it darker, so I was looking at dyes and stains. So I've grabbed a sort of a oak stain, another oak stain. But what happens is, if you put a little bit of this in with a little bit of that, in a little pot, it does the old Kurt Russell in the Thing when he's checking to see whose blood's got the alien in it. It just separates. That's just my complete ignorance. These are oil. I guess these must be water-based, or you're supposed to stain your wood, dye it or stain it before you oil it. So, but I'm trying to. This Danish oil is available in different colours. I've been to 3 or 4 places. I'm having a bit of a spaz out at the moment, so I think one of the places does this oil in the darker colours, but I might have just imagined that. But I think that's what I need to do. I need to get some Danish oil, which will go with the Danish oil, and just try a darker one. And then I can always mix darks and lights till I get the shade I want. But yeah, I want it. I think I want this a bit darker. It doesn't look yellow in real life like it does on this camera, but it's not. I want it a bit darker. Anyway, that's it. I've had enough. Let's turn the camera around. Whew. Yeah, I'm not fussed about getting various wood stains and dyes that aren't compatible. I've got a little collection in the house of various wood stainy dye bits. They're always handy, and for projects in the future, I've got some stain and some dye to put on bare wood before I touch it with oil. So yeah, I think some dark tinted Danish oil is the order of the day. I've got some bits of this guitar that I chopped off, I've saved, that I can do test colours, test patches with. So we're all right, and I still haven't ordered any shielding paint. I don't know why. I looked it up. Some of the costs are horrendous for a tiny amount, but then again, I've probably spent 4 times that on stains and oils. And obviously what I don't use, I can use on other guitars. It'd be very handy to have, because all of my guitars could be shielded. I'm just waffling. not really with it today. Not ill or anything. Just yeah, made a lovely mess. Anyway, that's it. See you next time. This was part 8, I think. I've got a swimming pool to empty and clean, but for that I need warm, dry weather to try and get I have to disinfect it all. But anyway, peas and loaf. I've been springy. All the things I wanted to say I've forgotten. All the things I did say I'll probably just waffle. So cheers. See you soon.